I think thing number one that we are all going to be hoping for this episode is that my nails stay on this whole time. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Get Kraken podcast. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. And if you are a new viewer, hi, I'm Eden. I'm the owner of Kraken Made, where I sell hand-dyed yarn, handmade progress keepers, and other handmade treasures. You can find me on Instagram as Crafting Kraken Made. You can also find me and my patterns on Ravelry and Lovecrafts. And all the links to that, whatever I talk about, will be down below. So, I'm back. I was just leaving for a trip the last episode, and that went well. I just put on some fresh acrylic nails, and I'm in that weird, my fingertips feel heavy phase, so I hope they stay on. I guess I'll talk more about these later because you're just here for the yarn content, correct? Hope. Because that's what we're going to be talking about. I have some finished objects and some works in progress, and they're all kind of little things. So I have technically 4 finished objects, but they're both pairs of socks. So 2 finished things together. So let's just hop right into that. Alright, so first one, I've not blocked these socks yet. Maybe I'll go grab a sock blocker. I'll be right back. Okay, so put one on a sock blocker. So my first finished pair are the coffee shop socks. I just had the ball band with me, I swear. Oh, there it is. Hiding behind the computer. And also, that's where my computer is today, so if I start looking off to the side, I'm just making sure that everything looks okay. So I can see what you're seeing through my computer. Anyway, this is the coffee shop socks from Tofino Knit Co. It is on her Tough sock base, 80% superwash VFL, 20% nylon, in the colorway Coffee Shop. So, I love these. This is my second pair, and these are a shop sample for her to have for these, this colorway because it's so cool. Like this, it's not a self-striping, it just ends up striping like this. And the only time it changed is when I did a heel flap and gusset. But even then, that's pretty cool, right? I think both socks did a little bit of a different pooling. I think that one was a little bit, they're pretty close. That one was a little bit more major of a stripe. This one was a little bit less. But yeah, that's the only time it changed, and it's, sorry for bumping. It's just the brown on this side. And yeah, I really love this. I just did a vanilla sock. My main vanilla sock recipe that I have memorized in my brain. It is a 64 stitch sock. This is the size I make for myself. 64 stitches, 18 rows of knit 2 purl 2 for the cuff. This one I did 48 rows for the leg. I'll come closer to you so you can see. A slip stitch, heel flap and gusset, and then just a regular tapered toe on this one. It looks so cool. Here's the other side. So yeah, those are done. I will block them, and they will soon be off. As soon as I finish my Vivian top, will go together to Holly, Tofino Knit Co. And I will show you the Vivian top in works in progress. And then feel like I might sneeze, so I'm sorry if there's like a random cut. It's when I actually sneeze. But I'm not quite there yet. All right, my second pair. Oh my goodness, I need to stop bumping the table. I'm sorry. It's a pair of Christmassy socks because it is the season. So this is the DK Weight Vanilla Socks by Kalevala, the Crazy Sock Lady. And I used fingering held double for the cuff and the slip stitch heel. Just used a couple minis, there they are, separately, and they create this really cool green marl. And then the red is just a one-of-a-kind DK that I dyed from some leftover yarn. It's really like washed out red, but I thought that made the perfect vintage Christmas sock. So I followed the pattern to a T on this pair, and I really love them. So anyway, switching socks because I am doing, for the third year in a row, I believe, a scrap advent calendar trade with Amy Kate of the Graceful Tangle. And I decided that I had some DK weight scraps. I was like, oh, I'll do a DK weight one this year. And so I needed to finish these up so I could have enough DK weight yarn scraps to send her. And it is all done and been sent off, so that's really exciting. So yeah, DK weight socks. I didn't say the needles. On my fingering weight vanilla sock, I use 2.25. On my DK weight vanilla socks, I use 3.25. And I believe, again, hiding behind the computer, there's a scrap for what's left over from the coffee shop socks. Oops. Let's clean that up. There we go. Okay, now, works in progress. I have technically 3, but they're in 2 different bags. So let's move on to the one you are familiar with if you're a returning viewer. My Vivian top. This is in a bag, puff stitch. I love it. Well, I guess I didn't talk about what I'm wearing either. My goodness. Falling off the wagon. Anyway, sorry. I keep bumping the table. I need to stop doing that. This is my DRK Everyday Sweater by Andrea Mowry. I used it holding fingering double. One was a cotton-based fingering weight yarn, and the other was a 7525. And it was a cream, and then a multicolored. I actually have it right here. It was sitting out. I was wrapping the minis with this for the advent calendar. This is Kate Celine. And something Little Mermaid themed. I don't remember what. Anyway, really like this. I'm just wearing it as a t-shirt because the cotton-based yarn, it's really breathable and it doesn't get too hot. So yeah, I'm just wearing this as like a long sleeve t-shirt, and I really love this sweater. I love how it fits. It's awesome. Highly recommend this pattern. I would definitely make another one, which if I did, it would be my 3rd one. Okay. Vivian top. I have not done a whole lot since the last episode. I did pack this on my trip in hopes of getting a lot of work done on it, but instead I finished the coffee shop socks. And also I didn't have that much time to knit or crochet because we were helping my in-laws move. So there's the first half. It's just so fun. Very simple pattern, very easy I've got the other half going. I've just got a little itty bitty starter. And then, I gotta sneeze again. Podcasting is just being a little bit difficult today. I was gonna do it yesterday, but our neighbors have been clearing a site that they're gonna build a house on. There's a chainsaw going all day. But anyway, little start. Whoops. There we go. And I'm crocheting I should start at the very beginning. If you don't know what this is the Vivian top by If Crochet. There's a bobby pin. And I'm crocheting this out of Tofino Knit Co. Again, this is a shop sample for her. And this is also on her Tough Sock base in the colorway Cotton Candy Green. It is this gorgeous minty green. That is pretty much it when you're seeing it on screen. So pale, but so pretty. And I'm crocheting this with a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Whoop, it's caught on the yarn. And then with my smaller sizes, I find it tricky to hold the crochet hook, so I just take a needle stopper and push it all the way to the handle so I can hold the little bit of rubber. I kind of hold it like this so I have something to grip. I do that with a lot of my little sizes because quite often I don't really need needle stoppers, but it's excellent for putting on crochet hooks. So if you're a crocheter and you're like, oh man, I can't get the cute needle stoppers because I don't knit, you can. Just throw it on a crochet hook. It's amazing. So yeah, this is the hook called for. Working on the second half. The only modifications I made to my original one, I don't think I've worn it on the podcast yet, but I have shown it. I made the body longer because I'm 5'7", mostly torso. So like a better part of me is torso. So I need longer bodies. And the croppedness of this top was a little bit too much for me. So I cropped it and then made the shoulders a little bit longer as well. So hopefully the plan is that this will be done next episode. I have lots of other plans to start other things. I'm starting to get to that point where I've worked down a bunch of my works in progress, that the count is getting really low. I can actually see my works in progress basket from here. Was that 4? 4 works in progress. 2 of them are like long-term blankets. The other is a colorwork sweater that I really need to finish. I think I'm going to push myself to just finish that before I start a different colorwork sweater. My plan's back here. And then a sock for taking around. But before I get ahead of myself, this is my last yarny thing to show you, and this is in my beautiful sister bag. It has a bunch of cute little mushrooms on it. And this is holding 2 projects, but they are the same thing. So I showed off this yarn back in, let's say September, maybe. I don't quite remember, but anyway. I'll start with the one I have half finished. This is Death Watch Beetle from Wild in the Woods. I'll read out on the tag on her folklore base. This is for the other one, but is rustic Canadian wool, 100% wool, 1 ply, 400 yards for 100 grams. This is her fingering weight. So this is just so pretty. This was from her Practical Magic box. And she was so graciously to give me and my mom each a box, and I got the fingering weight one. So I decided I wanted to knit me and my husband some mittens out of this. So I've got one finished. And this is the Simple Mitten by Tin Can Knits. This is the adult large. And so far the only thing I've changed is that I had to go up quite a few needle sizes. I don't know if I've met gauge. I haven't swatched it. But I did, this is a free pattern. So instead of 2mm, I did 2.75 for the cuff, and then for the body I used 3.25mm. And I love this mitten. I really like knitting mittens. It's super comfortable, and the only thing I changed about like the stitches is that instead of decreasing for the tip of the mitten to 4 stitches, I only decreased to 8 on each side before I kitchenered it together, because I didn't want it to be like so pointy. But it's a little bit longer, my fingers in there, but when my husband puts it on, because he's got a little bit bigger hands, the dog doing something, it stretches for him. I haven't blocked this. I'm very excited to. I love blocking natural wools. I love seeing how it puffs and just makes the most beautiful fabric. So that's one for him. I'll be starting the next one after I finish one for me. And so this is Fall in Love with When You Can. Also on her folklore base, also Practical Magic themed yarn. I don't know what's going on out there, but I love this one. It's little specks of rosy pinks and yellow and green and gray. It's just so pretty. So this is a pair of mittens for me, and I cast on the same as my husband's mitten, but once I put it on my hand, I think I might go down to the adult medium because it fits me okay, but I'm wondering if I would be better off with a tad bit more snug of a fit. It's a 10 stitch difference. I don't know, what do you think? I might just cast on the other one of this now that it's on my hand and I'm talking about this out loud. Yeah, I probably could get away with that. It's a little roomy, which is fine. It's a mitten, it doesn't have to be snug. I will probably wear a pair of, like, you know those cheaper department store or dollar store gloves that are really thin knit fabric? I'll wear those on the inside for extra insulation. I don't know, what do you think? The thumb fits perfectly, but there is like, that's my hand right on this side. I could probably get away with it. But I don't know, what do you think? Maybe I'll switch over to just finishing his mitten because I know it fits instead of mine. But I have a little cuff. And I'm just doing these magic loop like I do socks. So those are definitely going to be done next episode because I'm addicted to this. I had to force myself to just put it down once I finished the first mitten to work on the Vivian top. But all I want to do is knit mittens now. I might just go for it, just go crazy with the mittens. Because in the winter, there's never enough mittens. They're always getting wet, and then you gotta dry, and I think that's my next project. I'm sorry for all the clinking. My rings is clinking together. I'll just switch it over. I don't know why I like wearing many rings. I think it's because each of them are kind of special to me, and I don't want any of them to be forgotten. I don't wear these every day like this. I've got my wedding bands. This is a ring that my nan got me. It's a garnet, which is my birthstone. This one I found, it just reminded me of like Pirates of the Caribbean, which I love. I got it at a junk store for like 25 cents. This one was my purity ring that my parents gave me for my 16th birthday. It's got opals in it, which are my favorite stones. And then this one is a ring that my brother got me for Christmas. That it isn't opals, but it gives that opal effect. It's made out of fishing lures, which I love. It's a little big, so I just wear it on my thumb. Yeah, they're all quite special to me, so I like putting them on. That's all the like works in progress stuff I have, but I wanted to talk about some things that I have lined up to cast on next. I'll start with the simple one. I've shown you this yarn. This is a West Yorkshire Spinners. It's a Christmas themed yarn. I believe it's like called the Nutcracker. You have to go to past episodes to see there. I could probably throw it down here. I can do that. Well, West Yorkshire Spinners is sparkly, and I was knitting some socks out of it, but I think I would prefer to make this a tube cowl because I just want those stripes to be perfect and to see them all. So I think I'm just going to cast on a tube cowl so we could see the striping. I'm going to do it on 2.75 probably, and just on some 16-inch circulars, and just knit. Go for it. Yeah, and then that will become my new travel knitting. Then I've been thinking about what kind of sweater I want to work on next. And last Christmas, my grandma got me this book at my request because I was so excited about this book. Oh boy. Knitted Kalevala. That's a V, isn't it? That's a V. I should have been more prepared for this. Yes, it is. Knitted Kalevala. Kalevala includes 18 knitting patterns inspired by Kalevala. Considered a national epic in Finland. So it's sweaters and things based off of old Finnish folktales. I love it. So the two I think I'm going to make, I'm deciding, I think I want to do this one. Alright, let's just jump right in. I think I want to do this one, and I think it's because I really want to get a sweater with this more turtlenecky one for the winter, because when I finished my zipper sweater by Petite Knit, it's been like my outdoor coat. That's the thing I go and grab when I'm leaving the house. And I thought maybe I don't mind it as much as I thought I did. Like, usually I don't like stuff touching my neck, but as I am getting into the colder winter, I feel like I need it. So I think about doing this one. And the yarns I'll use, let me just set this down, leave the page open. I have some of my own hand-dyed mohair is the word I'm looking for. My goodness. This one's got a thing on it because the yarn broke while dyeing, and I don't want to sell anybody a broken yarn. But it's just this really pretty, this is more of the color. It's a really pretty pale purple. And this is Lady Fair. I have some of this in the shop right now. This is 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. And I thought it'd be so pretty with this random skein of, this is 100% wool fingering weight. I don't know the true contents of it because it was just a one of a kind that I had. It's a plain. But I think those are fairly close. And with the mohair, they'll be so pretty. And then the mane will be this I've been hoarding for a long time. This is Gathering Yarn, or it's Brook Farm. I don't remember. Color number 13, 100% British wool, milled in the UK. It's just so pretty. So, let's see if I can hold all this up. I'm thinking, let's get a hold of it like this. Oh, there we go. The gray is the mane, and then the color work will be in this pink, and then I'll hold mohair throughout because it is a DK weight sweater, and all I have is fingering. But I think the effect would just be beautiful. So I think I want to make that. The more I talk about it with you, I think I'm more convinced to make it. What do you think? And then my other sweater that I am definitely going to make, I have some skeins of Barbossa's Apple. It's a discontinued colorway from the shop. It is a neon green. Where are you? I'm going to hold it with some neon green mohair that is also in the shop. And make this one. Oh, I just don't know what I want to do for the gray. I know the neon green will be the main. But what color should I do the lighter contrast? Or should I do it darker? I don't know. I'm probably going to do like a dark green or a dark brown. I'm going to hold mohair with it. This is, oh man. This lettering gets me every time. Tonin. Tonin. Excuse my Finnish. I cannot pronounce it. And the other one, didn't say what it was called. The Salalu yoked sweater. So yeah, those are kind of my sweater plans coming up. But I think I'm going to be good. I'm going to finish my, I think it's called Winter Woods, I believe, by the Petite Knitter, different than Petite Knits. I just have one sleeve in the body left to go. Like, I don't know what's holding me back. I think the color work was a lot. It was my first time ever doing 3-stranded color work, and I think that burnt me out pretty fast. So I just gotta commit. I'm so close, and I know I'll wear it and love it. I gotta finish it. So many things to make, so little time. That's just it. I don't really have any reading stuff to talk about this time. I was reading Call the Midwife, and I was actually really enjoying it, but then my I borrowed it through Kobo, so I placed a hold on it, and you get it for like 20 days. And I got busy, and also I was sick, so whoops. So I ran out of time and didn't finish it, unfortunately, but I'll probably place another hold on it and get it back and finish it, or keep an eye out for it in physical book form. Maybe I'll check my library. I should probably do that. I want to try again of reading the Poldark books, but I wasn't getting into it, but I think I needed to like push myself through further into the book to get into like the nitty-gritty story part instead of all the history that I had to work through. Yeah, those are my books readings at the moment. Nothing much. I've been watching a lot of like podcasts, and I really enjoy watching people do like video game streams and then D&D live streams of people. I love those. So that's the things I've been watching while I knit and crochet, trying to get stuff done. Yeah. And then my nails. I said I was going to talk about those. I guess we're just hopping right into life stuff. So if you don't want to hear life stuff, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day filled with yarny joy. Yeah, yarny. I always confuse that last part, but anyway, yarny joy. And I'll talk to you next time. Okay, so my nails. I'm getting really into having acrylic press-ons. I actually really enjoy it. I don't have strong nails. I never have. I wasn't really one to drink my milk. I don't like yogurt. I think the most dairy I get is in my coffee or my butter. So I have weak nails. So acrylics are great for me. And I got these at the dollar store. It's just a pack of 100. You pick your sizes, and you can paint them yourself, which I was really excited about. So what I have on my nails right now, this is Opie, and this is Chopsticks and Stones. So there's a picture. Come on, right here. It's dark, dark blue. I've had this a long time. But it's always such a mess to put on my actual nails. I'm probably going to shorten these. I do not like having super long nails, and home done acrylics don't look amazing. As you can see, I've got some crooked ones. But you know what? I'm learning. I'm trying. I would definitely try harder. Once I figure out. But yeah, I'm going to shorten them for sure. But I really like doing acrylics right now. I think the next step would be for me to probably try and get into like using UV light and gels to do some professional nails. But anyway, for now, these are great. They do the trick. Life stuff. I went on a trip last time for a week. Went to go help my in-laws move. I mainly helped with packing. But, yeah, they're moved now, which is great. They're happy to get into the new house. It was a lot of work, but it was actually pretty fun. I myself have only moved with like actual packers, so it was a new experience for me to help pack boxes instead of somebody else packing your boxes. So that was fun. Yeah, I got a cold. It was rough for a few days, but I'm on the mend. I'm sorry if I sound a little stuffy. still, but I'm all better. It always sounds like I'm sick for a little bit longer, but I'm completely healthy otherwise. Everybody else in my house is fighting some cold bugs, so I'm hoping not to catch it again. We'll see. Other than that, I'm working away on some crocheting, some knitting, and just having a good time. So, yeah. I think that's it. I'm sure there'll be more next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time it is there that is full of yearny goodness and joy. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.